somebody hits your quarterback the way that they hit Dylan, did that light a fire under you guys a little bit? And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, obviously. You could tell Wisconsin was taking their shots all game. They're getting a lot of pressure, a lot of hits on the quarterback, and offensive linemen, we're extensionally protectors, and, seeing them going out there, whether it's intentionally or not, it's not the rules of the game, and, they're taking their shots on Dylan, and, my first instinct wasn't to, be mad at the players, to go over there and check on Dylan, make sure he was all right, and, went over there, kind of took me by surprise how, nasty it looked, and went over there, checked him out, and, tried to keep him on the ground and talking to him, but, yeah, I hate to see that. There's really nothing you can do from an offensive line perspective when he's out there in space like that. It's kind of a bang-bang play, and, Dylan was airborne at the time, and, I don't think the Wisconsin player had any malicious intent in that, and, it was a hard hit, and it happened how it did.
That one happened downfield, but how do you guys do a better job of protecting him when he's in the backfield?
Yeah, coming into this game, we knew Wisconsin was going to try to throw everything at us, being on the road and not really being able to hear any cadence. And, sometimes the first thing you see, especially on an offensive tackle, is the movement of the guy across from you. And, you're getting off the ball late, and they're throwing everything at us. And they mixed up some stuff that we didn't see on film with bringing the field DN over to the boundary and having two DNs outside and, bailing one to loop in the other and having us to bang back three-person games was difficult, and they were able to get home on that a few times. And they started blitzing the back a lot. And the main thing we want to do protection is not have the running back block, but sometimes they had to dig, and sometimes he had to block, and they just did a good job getting home, getting past our protection, and that's something we need to clean up going into this next game for sure.
Tim Bredesen talked about how it was an advantage for you guys going into this year because you already had the zone blocking schemes that are central to the spread last year. Mm-hmm. Talk about maybe how things are subtly different this year and the adjustments you guys have to make to get the kind of holes for the running backs that you're striving to get.
Yeah, we had a game plan going in this game, and it was to kind of hit Wisconsin how we hit them last year. And then once we started doing that, kind of sprinkling a little more stuff, we had to prepare for them. But, when we get knocked back on our heels like that during the game, we kind of have to stray away from that and playing catch up the whole time. And, we weren't able to, use those quarterback reads like we did last year and pull a big 75-yard run like we did, 75-yard run that Shea hit last year on them. And, it's difficult when you're throwing the ball 42 times a game, which is something that I haven't seen in Michigan since I've been here. Wisconsin played the brand of football that they're used to, which is that power run, being big and physical, ripping and rolling up and down the field. Our defense picked up in the second half, and I just wish that we were able to execute more on offense and make it more of a game in the second half, but we weren't able to.
Why were they able to push you back? Just mentioned that.
Like doing offensively?
Yeah.
Well, I think I was talking about the defense there, but offensively, they run that 3-4. They base out of that front, and they do a lot of line games and twists, and especially in the run game, they like to bail out the defensive end and bring the strong safety off the edge, and that was something that we prepared for all week. But it's something I don't know. It's difficult because we were able to block it so well last year. Kind of had the same game plan. I felt like we had an even better one going into this game, but we got punched in the mouth early and often, and we were never really able to recover from that. And I take credit in being part of that and not being able to help this offense move in a way that I thought me coming back in this rotation on the offensive line would help see our struggles the first two games, and it's really disheartening that I feel like I wasn't really able to do anything extra out there to help us do any better.
Last year it took about 4 or 5 weeks before the offensive line started to seeming to become more cohesive. But considering how you ended the season, was it kind of a surprise that you're kind of back in the same boat as a unit?
Coming into the season, we obviously thought we weren't going to be back in this boat, kind of struggling. I don't think we're struggling too bad how we were last year. with all the experience we had coming back. But you know, you can't credit Wisconsin enough. We got some good physical players, and they're going to be a good team in the Big Ten West. And you know, like I said, it's just we're just trying to focus on us now. That game's behind us, and I've already watched it 4 times since it happened, completely through. And there's moments I wish I could have back, but obviously I can't. So we just gotta learn from it and move on. And we're ready to get geared up and show it against Rutgers.
What can be done against Rutgers that makes you guys feel that you're heading in the right direction?
I think earlier, I think I might have mentioned that Wisconsin was able to dictate how we played offensively with the way their offense played, because they were going up and down the field scoring touchdowns, and that took us out of our groove and took us away from what we wanted to do and came into the game prepared to do, and it took us out of our game that we wanted to play, and we're having to throw the ball, and it's something that we're really not used to, throwing that many times in a game, and be able to do that. So going into this Rutgers week, doing things how we want to and dictating the way that the defense has to react to us instead of us reacting to the defense, and having to throw the ball everywhere, and being able to mix in runs and passes whenever we want, and not having to run or pass based on the situation is something that we look forward to doing.
Jim said that he saw struggles in the effort areas from too many guys. Did you see the same thing on film, and how do you react to that as a senior?
Yeah, exactly. Effort's something that you really can't coach. It's kind of a personal business decision you make. Last thing you see out of me personally is lack of effort. I never would do that to me or my teammates. Looking back on the film, not trying to call out anyone, but yeah, I feel like there were some plays where the effort could have been better. I think along with effort comes execution. You see guys. Guys aren't going to try it out on the field, being like I'm probably only going to give 60% effort this play. No one's thinking that. Going out there, sometimes they got the matchup they want. They're trying to exploit on our offense, and sometimes we got what we want on defense when we face defensively. So they were able to exploit those matchups and get it to where they wanted to get. And yeah,